good, Commanders family? I'm Brian Coleman Jr., and I am here to raise hell with our rookies. And we have a special one for you today. It's our new offensive lineman, Brandon Coleman. Like I said at the beginning, BC to BC, brother.
Yes,
how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. So happy to have you here, man. You're in the building, rookie minicamp, man. How has it been?
It's been great, man. Been exciting. Get around the other guys, coaches, be able to like really feel what this place is about. So been a great time.
Anything surprised you so far?
Not really. Like I said, I just like kind of took it how it came at me, and I was just been excited to get here, get to work.
It's gotta be
soak everything in.
Yeah, man, it's gotta be surreal for you, man. Going back to that draft call, man, you see you with your family, surrounded by your family, and then you just get hit with all of this emotion, man. What's going through your mind during that time?
Yeah, so at that moment, really nothing. So up until that point, you know, my personality style was like I try to stay calm until something happens.
Yeah.
So I had those emotions. I just kind of kept them in the back of my head. And so I was just chopping up with my friends. Everything was cool. And then my phone rang, and I was just like, oh, snap. And I picked up the phone, and he was talking to me. I didn't know what to do. I was like, you know, you walk around all nervous when you – so I was doing that, banging my head like on the wall and stuff. Like, didn't know what to do with myself. And then when I hung up the phone with them after they told me I was a commander, I just didn't know what to do. All the emotions just came out that had been there for months at a time, and they asking me questions. I don't know what my family's telling me. They asked me what team it was. I don't know.
It's just black noise at that point.
But yeah, I mean, I was just really happy that someone believed in me like they do, and I'm a place where I'm wanted and that I'm able to, you know, compete in a culture where competition and family is like a big, you know, cultural aspect of it. So I'm really great.
You said a team that believes in you. That is what Adam Peters said to you on the call.
That's
He
right.
said, we believe in you. What is it like having leaders like that in this building that hold you to such a high regard before you even get in the building?
Yeah, I think that's, you know, a cornerstone of a team. If you don't have that, not just, you know, front office or coaches, but players, you're not able to function as a team. And, you know, I kind of saw that in college. We had a change like that going on, too. We changed coaching staffs, and they had different styles of coaching. And that can go a long way, not just of how you perform, but like how you are as a person.
Yeah.
Like I saw a lot of guys that were there go from like just doing their own thing to being there for the team, checking on guys, you know, on the field, they're all like excited and like you can see emotions come out that you never knew they had.
Yeah.
And, you know, I feel like this is a spot that even excels that where we can really be successful and be like one team and not just a bunch of individuals doing their thing.
Were you surprised that you got a call from the Commanders? People have said, hey, only one person that said they weren't surprised. Everybody else was like, I barely spoke to the Commanders and they picked me. What was that process like for you?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised just because, you know, I had that visit here. And when I came here and was able to talk to everybody, to Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, all the other people that I talked to, I really felt a good vibe. And I thought I left a really good impression, which obviously now
Clearly
I
you
see
did.
that, yeah, I did. But yeah, man, I was hoping that it was going to be one of the spots that was looking at me just from the vibe. I mentioned a bunch of people that asked me, what was your best visit? Was it this place because I had this? I was like, it was really this place, like the Commanders, just because of the vibe that I felt. You know, a lot of people always say you want the best facilities, all that stuff, but, you know, that stuff, as long as you have somewhere you can compete in, where you can grow in, like if you don't have a weight room or field, that's all you need. It doesn't have to be the best thing. So I'm just excited and not saying this is not a great place. Like we have everything we need and more. They take care of us.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we have like the best people to take care of us too that really know what we need and we can take care of them the same way. So
elaborate on that vibe, man, because you're like, you know, this is a different process for you, right? Like going to these different places, you really only get a handful of time to like sit and meet. So what about the vibe here made you say, you know what, I'm gonna like being here?
Yeah, like I said, I'm a big people person, relationship person, and like any decision I've made throughout my career, I'm a football player. And when I first came here, you know, the way that they approached us, first like bring all of us in together, all rookies, and you know, we're able to kind of go through this process together. It made you more comfortable having those other guys there, especially on those visits, because you know how those can get. So they made it really seem like you're just there to hang out with them and get to know each other. It's not like a real job interview in the sense of where you feel like that. Obviously it is, but you really felt like you were just hanging out, getting to know the team, getting to know what they're about. They really like made it seem like they cared about you, which they do, you know, and that's something I really liked. And it really made it clear like they have expectations of the players. And those resonated with me, obviously competing, working hard, all that stuff that I'm used to doing, you know, doing that dirty work. And on top of that, they could take care of you. So that was just something that really stood out to me that I really liked about this place.
Yeah, man, we love that. And you have family in Virginia as well, man.
That's right.
So welcome home is what I'll say to you.
That, yeah.
But home for you for a while was Germany, man.
Yep.
Your journey's very different than a lot of people, especially people that get drafted as high as you. So you lived in Germany for how long?
16 years.
16 years. You were a hooper. mostly, right? You weren't really you was a basketball player, which is crazy to think about you in the post, man. That'd be nuts, man. I want no problems with that.
Oh, no, I used to play guard though.
What?
Overseas, I play guard. Yeah.
How tall are these other people in Germany for you to be playing guard?
Germans are big, man. Yeah. I used to play post like 4 or 5, and then dudes came in that were already like close to 6'7", 6'8", and I was like 14 years old, so I just had to adapt my skill, you know. And now I can like hoop better because when you like get out of a system, you start watching NBA players like, let me try that.
Oh,
like,
I can do that too.
you just play pickup, you know.
Right.
And so now my bag's a little deeper than it was, but yeah, I'll play some guard, play some small forward, so just bounce around.
Now you say your bag a little deep. Now everybody that sits in this chair squares, they are the best hooper in the building. Are you the best hooper in the building?
I don't know who can hoop here.
Okay, you got a little more humble.
I know I can compete though with whoever's in the building. So
I know they don't want to see you in the post. But man, that athleticism shows so much. Not only in your college career, in the combine, you ran a 4.9 at your size, and you told me, man, you actually when you picked up that football, you was playing quarterback for a sec.
Like 2 weeks. I wouldn't call it played. I got on the field because that's what my dad taught me.
Yeah.
We was in Germany throwing the ball around, and he was like, quarterback, Mike Vick, he from,
Yeah.
So I got out there, asked me what position. I said quarterback, and at the time I was like 250. So he might let it slide.
Still a big quarterback.
Exactly. And I got out there. I didn't throw the ball once. I didn't know anything about football at that point.
Wow.
I didn't know what routes were, when to throw the ball, what cadences were. So I was just watching, and then one day I was walking in from practice. Coach came up to me and was like, look, you're going to move to that line. And moved to D-line, and then senior year I moved to O-line.
Wow. Starting football so late, actually, and switching positions like that, man, was it tough? Was it difficult? Man, offensive line it's a lot to learn there, and you've played all over the offensive line.
Yeah, it was really that first year when I played D-line. You can ask probably anybody in my family. I said that I wanted to quit. Like, probably first week I switched. Just because the difference from basketball to football, I didn't know anything. Like you said, it was uncomfortable. And I was never in that spot before. My dad was a big help with that because he was an athlete. He was in those uncomfortable spots. He played football overseas where it's completely different. So he kind of helped me see, look, you might have a chance to be really great. You just got to go through some things here. Just be patient, work on what you can. Just progress patiently and stop looking at what you have to be in the future. You don't have to be nothing. Just be what you can right now. And as soon as I kind of learned that lesson year one, then senior year I switched to O-line, and there's a lot of aspects of basketball that transfer, like footwork, hand-eye coordination. What I also learned is when you look at plays in basketball versus football, they can be similar. The way you have to react, you have to make split-second decisions in basketball in terms of if they play zone, if they play man, how defense reacts, how they're trying to guard certain people, and the same in football. Yeah. How are they going to play? Are they going to play 2 backs in box, 1 in box? How many are on the line? Who are they going to emphasize on, covering? Which D linemen is there who have to cover? So there's different things I was able to transfer in the way I kind of went through my mental processes, which was great. And then once I came to JUCO, all that other mental stuff, that toughness and how to play football really came along. So, but that first year of O-line really helped me kind of develop and see what football is about and how to adapt to it.
Well, clearly you adapted well because now you're in the NFL, man. And even in college, like I said, you played so many different positions on the offensive line. And Dan Quinn has said it. He prides himself in having players that are versatile. But I got to ask you, man, you play guard, you play tackle. Where do you feel you're most comfortable, and how do you feel you fit on this team?
Yeah, I don't really have a big comfortability spot. I've worked hard over these past 3 years to get comfortable everywhere. Other than center, which if I work at that too, I'll probably be able to get comfortable there too. But I just wanted to be able to play anywhere, wherever the coach needed me. That's what I said to my coach in 21 when he was like, I want you to play guard. All right, give it a shot. And then I started some games there in 21. And then last year I did. And then 22 was back to left tackle, which I never played. I play right tackle, and then I just adapted to that. So, I just kind of saw it as I learned the sport late, and it's just learning more. There's not really big change to it. You just got to flip some footwork and get used to it. But those are little changes that you can make if you just put the work in. And I was able just to kind of get used to that stuff and work on it over time, and now in the off season too. So, I'm just, for the team, I just want to be someone they can rely on, whatever they need, not just position wise, but if coach says, hey, can you hold this for me? Can you do this for me? Just do it, because at the end of the day, it's for the benefit not just me but the team, and we're trying to win here. And that comes with hard work, teamwork and being a family. So that's what you got to do. Man,
we love hearing that, man. And on rookie minicamp, during the walkthroughs, we saw you lining up at left tackle.
Yeah.
I think a lot of fans would be very excited to see that because, when you have a new quarterback, you also want to pair him up with a dog at left tackle and even at right tackle as well. How cool has it been, like, being on that field with Jaden and building that chemistry, man? How cool has that been?
It's been great. I mean, Jaden's done a great job over the past couple of days. He's very poised up there, very calm. He knows what he's doing. He keeps the offense in line, and, he's seen him make plays throughout this camp, and he'll continue to grow and make plays throughout the next couple of weeks and months and up until week 1. So I'm just excited to have a guy like that on the team and that he's able to compete and maybe be a starter for them. And I'm just excited that he's here and we're able to compete together.
Yeah, for sure, man. And regardless of who's starting, right? Regardless if you're a left tackle, right tackle, center, guard, the chemistry between the offensive line and the quarterback is huge. You're a rookie, but you're going to be a big part of building that chemistry. How can you help build that chemistry with your experience that you've had moving from different countries, playing different positions, man? You have a lot of experience. How can you help build that chemistry as such a young man?
Yeah, I think that chemistry comes with just how y'all are as like people, on the field. Like, obviously we're both great competitors, so that resonates. And when you're both great competitors or just as like a team, obviously have great chemistry, but also just off the field, you got to understand each other. What makes that person tick. Something my head coach in college did is made us tell us like our why to the team, because if you know why that person's playing football, if it's for family, you know why he's doing it, you want to fight for that dude too, because he has something to lose or he might want to fight for something greater than himself. And just doing stuff like that, which we'll do, get to know each other better, that stuff helps you be able to go out and fight for that dude even more. Yeah,
man, we love seeing that. And people that want to get to know you better, too, is our Commanders family. Our fan base is very passionate and very loving, and they've even sent us questions to ask you, man. That's how excited they are to have you. Do you mind if I ask you one more question before we go?
For sure.
At Simone Bet, easy, can you speak German? And give me a second, because I took German 2 years in high school. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Ich spreche Deutsch.
Yeah, I said it right? There you go. So you're fluent in German?
Right. Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome, man. I don't know if you'll get to use that a lot in the DMV, man, but it's really cool to hear that you are just so talented in so many different ways. And before I let you go, man, you said something, and I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this, but I feel like I have to. You said your coach told you, what is your why? You have to know what people's why is.
Yeah.
So before we let you go, man, look in that ISO camera right there and tell us, what is your why?
Yeah, my why, I've said it a bunch of times, but my family, my sister, mom, my dad, they sacrificed a lot for me to be here, from letting me move in with my sister to my mom letting me go when I was 15 and, letting her young son live in a completely different country without her ever being here, and my dad having to, move some stuff around to be able to move here from VA. So I'm just thankful for them, and this is something that I do also, not just for myself to be able to compete and play the sport that I love, but also for them to be able to repay them with all the hard work that I put in, because it's not just my journey, but theirs too, and I owe that to them as well.
Brandon, man, we love that so much, man. We are so excited to see you compete. Again, congratulations on making it this far, man. It's truly a blessing, but you've earned it, man, and we are so happy to have you here. Commanders family, we are raising hell with the rookies. I am Brian Coleman Jr. here with our new offensive lineman, Brandon Coleman, BC to BC. Bruh, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Good luck this season.
Thank you.